Good morning, DJ Talk family. How you all doing today? First of all, welcome to the 47th episode of DJ Talk. Now, before we get started, I would like to take this time to send a shout out to everyone that is enjoying their day. And not only that, hopefully, you guys are having a great time, not only from yesterday, but hopefully today and this week as well. You are going to have a great time. And not only that, but you're going to have a great week. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the new week. So if you guys haven't heard the last episode, it was spoken about how to succeed in life. So make sure you guys go check that out. And I almost forgot to mention, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications and many more to come. So like I said before, go check that out. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to reflect on the good times. So, to everyone that has a great question, a question about it, and you may ask, what does it mean to reflect on the good times? You know, something that is a great question. It means to consider or think carefully. Well, that's just talking about how what to consider, from past tense and all. Like sometimes you want to think about the neither you have good or bad times, but either way it goes, we're talking about good times here. Sometimes you want to think about it carefully about what are you thinking about or what are you reflecting on, you know what I mean? So make sure it's good. And also it also means reflecting on your day is more than just saying today was good or today was bad. It's about increasing your awareness of what you were thinking, feeling, doing, everything you have control over. So what can you can decide deliberately if that's how you want to keep showing up in the world. So that's what we want to have. Before we get to the steps, I mean, you always want to reflect on good things that happen to you, because if you do that, then everything will be great for you. But it's not about that. It's about good things. You want to reflect on good times and good stuff that happened. Let's say it could happen that happened a long time ago and you want to reflect on that. So let's keep that in mind. Anyway, so there are multiple steps on how to reflect on the good times. And we're going to start off with number one, remember the great times. When it comes to have to great times, great moments and all that, and when it comes to that, when it comes to having the great times that you've had in the past and want to reflect on the great memories, and not only that, but you also want to share it with your kids, their kids, and etc. about what you've been through and what you've done in the past. And you want to share it with the people that have never heard of it before. Not only that, but also share some experience and how to have a great time in the future. Like you did from way back then, you want to tell them how to do it in the future. And never forgetting about the great times. And sometimes, you want to make it unforgettable as well. So my advice to everyone is never forget the great times. Excuse the background. Number two, think happy thoughts. When bad things start to come up in mind, you have to take a step back and say to yourself, no, 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 not today, not today, because you have a great, your future, you have a, you have a future, you have a great and bright future ahead of you, and you want to think about it and realize that everything that you are asking for will come true and you have nothing to worry about and everything under control. So my opinion is this: think happy thoughts and never bad thoughts, just happy thoughts. It's just that simple. So Just remember that always when a bad thoughts come into mind, always pray and ask for Jehovah, the one and only, to remove it from your life. And not only that, but also you would have a clear mind and nothing but pure happiness will come into your mind. So try to reflect on that. And not only that, but try to maintain that happiness in your life. Number three, tell great stories to your loved ones. You know, every day of our lives, we are living a great life. Like when everything starts to come into existence, that is when we realize that we want to share something with the people that we love. Like for instance, whether it's family members, friends who are like considered to be family, co-workers, teammate, your bosses, and etc. Or even your business partners as well, about how you made it through the process and how you got through with what you like what how you got through with what you've done in your life. So every story, in my opinion, and I'll hopefully you guys agree with me on this one, should have a happy ending at all times. And it should be, because that is what we want in our lives. Is nothing but a happy ending. We want everything to end happy, right? Yeah. That's what we want. I agree. Of course we want it. Number four, be appreciated. In other words, be appreciated. You know, the more specific you are, the more genius you'll come across. Be specific is the key to understanding how to show appreciation or be appreciated. Now, the right thing to say doesn't always come into mind right off the bat. Like good words say, gracious words are honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. And a few famous quotes that was said by the great authors out there, and maybe you probably heard of them or know them, and it goes something like this. Like Charles Dickey would say, reflect upon your blessings, of which every man has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, which of all which all men have some. And like Rhonda Byron, Barn, Burns says like this, never let a day pass without looking for the good, feeling the good within you, praising, appreciating blessings, and being grateful. Make it your life commitment, and you will stand in utter awe of what happens in your life. And same thing that she in the same author, practice gratitude relentlessly. As you practice gratitude, you will attract more thoughts and feelings of gratitude. In a short time, your entire being will be saturated with it, and you will experience a happiness that is beyond what you can imagine. That is what is ahead for you when you choose gratitude as your way of life. And if you can really live in the highest state of gratitude, you will never have to ask for anything. Everything you want will be given to you before you even ask, because gratitude is the magnetic substance that opens every single door in the universe. Well, the one that created the universe was Jehovah, the one and only creator of it. And the other author, Jack Dweck, would say, what would you say the biggest blessings in the world is? What is the greatest attribute anyone can have? What is the number one thing that will guarantee human happiness? I would say the answer to all the questions is one thing: gratitude. If there's only one thing I could teach my kids to do every day and every minute of every day, and that is, it would be to thank God and appreciate the abundant blessings, the guaranteed happiness, thus, and the ability to appreciate and thank and be grateful is the greatest blessing of all. Jack Azareth would say here, just take just 1 minute today and look around you and within you and try and just try to and just try for just that minute to understand the utterly amazing miracle and incredible perfection and beauty you are experiencing and observing. So you see, it all what these famous authors that have left their great words, and if we can appreciate or be appreciated, or better than being appreciative of everything about what has happened way back, then reflect on it as well. Because at the end of the day, just appreciate everything that has happened in the past and what's going to happen today and what's going to happen in the future. And last but not least, number 5, embrace the moment. You know, in this life, we have to embrace the moments of our lives. In order to embrace the moment, embrace everything, there are some few things that we have to let go. And we have to let go of the bad past. And how do we do that? A couple of tips here of how to do it. Number 1, forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. It's important to forgive yourself, to pass your actions and learn from them so that you can move on and live your life. Number 2, let go of grudges. Holding on to anger and resentment towards others will only hurt you in the long run. Let go of these negative feelings so that you can focus on the positive, which is a lot better for your health. Number 3, learn from your experience. Mistakes are inevitable, but we can learn from them and use them to improve our lives. Use your experience as a learning opportunity so that you can make better choices in the future. Number 4, and last, number 4, focus on the present. The past is gone. We can't change it. The only thing we can control is the present moment. So make the most of it. Live in the now. Enjoy your life. So you see, if we can remember and reflect on the good times that happened to you, you need to let go of the bad past and think happy thoughts. So sometimes in life, you need to move forward and make some history. In other words, make history so that so that way, when anyone asks you about how did it happen? Well, that's when you have to share that knowledge and experience about how it went down. So before I end this episode, I would like to take this time to give you guys a small tip. And here it is. And these tips are: let go of the bad times and think nothing but happy thoughts. Such as, all you gotta do is think of happy thoughts. If anybody asks the question, or anybody asks you a question you want to think about, and anybody asks you this question, and they will be asking you like, where you went to, where you went to, what is the greatest moment of your life, what is the best trip that you have went to, and what is your favorite restaurant to eat. Well, just so that's something that we have to reflect on and remember the great times um You have had. That's what we have to remember. Even though it's hard to remember it though because of the tough times that you are going through. But just remember the great times, because once you do that, you will never think about the bad times. You'll never be sad. You'll never be depressed. You'll never feel nothing like that in life. You know what I mean? Like basically, just try to remember the best moments of your life. Just relive the great moments, like cherish it. Just like the song that I mentioned a long time ago about cherishing. Well, it's about cherishing the moment. That's what you want to do. You want to cherish those amazing moments of your life. So try to remember the great times. Thank you for thank you guys for tuning in. And not only that, but thank you guys for the love and support. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And stay tuned for more episodes of DJ Talk. Stay positive and enjoy the moment. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.